I wish I was in Baltimore. Run away, run away, run away, run away.
Here comes the Confederate artillery! And expansion. Very much appreciated. The unit that just fired is my home unit. It's the 69th New York State Volunteers.
I think it's like a 3,000 ticket server.
Probably. No shot. Operation Locker.
They needed a Civil War reenactment because it's so nice.
War
Right.
always going to play war.
Yeah. Profile picture tries to add it.
This nation is weary of bloodshed. This war has gone on much longer than anticipated. But the Confederacy is faltering. Lee has been turned back. General Grant has given us the Mississippi. The high mark of the rebellion has been crest. This is a time for celebration or dedication. You see here over 50,000 casualties in this 3-day battle. Though it was a victory, but at what cost? I am weary of sending boys into harm's way. I am weary of lost battles. I am weary of writing letters to families of dead soldiers. And here, I have seen the scars on this peaceful town. And here I have visited the grave of Jenny Wade, the only civilian killed. And here I have ridden past stacks of coffins, bundles of grave markers, picks and shovels scattered about. When will all of this cease? Is there hope for a speedy end to hostilities? Is there hope for a final victory? I hope these questions will be answered today. As I wait for Edward Everett to finish his speech, I am contemplating the request for me to deliver a few appropriate remarks. Can this be accomplished? What words do I utter? Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We're met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here, dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Thank you.